This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
You all ready for this?
This is a sham.
No. Y'all, just stop.
Get real.
I heard that, Jeff. Welcome to DBL. That was funny.
Everyone gets all glammed up and they just take a paintbrush and they go like that. And they run.
It says how beautiful you are. You don't need anything. Right?
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. They take so much time with all of you. And they're like,
I'll just
Jeff.
say this. Jeray did my makeup in the makeup room, and then Ebony came and did it like Jeray didn't do it. So clearly,
You
I
needed
needed
help.
two professionals. Wow. Before we started this, so if that makes you feel any better.
We love you guys. They took out the chisel for me, so it's a good start. All right, it is my favorite day. It's Super Tuesday. Fake clapping, I like that. All right, 16 states and a U.S. territory are holding their presidential primaries today. And if you're in one of those states, we strongly encourage you to get out and vote. No, not just because it's your civic duty, but because it can actually be good for your health. So here to talk about that, the one and only Dr. Pyle Coley. Good to see you, Doc. All right.
If Super Tuesday gets a clap, so do you, Doc.
Yeah, you got that's right. So, Doc, is voting really good for your health? Because I have always felt endorphins.
Yeah, actually, it's interesting. I mean, not so much your physical health, but your mental health is tremendous. And there's a number of different studies that tell us that the first thing that it does is voting empowers us, right? And one of the reasons we have a lot of the psychological problems that we have is we feel lack of control, lack of empowerment. We feel like we can't change things. So voting gives that back to us. There's also a whole host of studies that tell us that people who are politically active have more happiness. Now, it's not clear which way that goes, right?
I'm not a doctor, but I would counter that.
No, so it's not clear if you're more politically active because you're a happier person, right? Or because being politically active creates happiness, but we really think that relationship is bi-directional, so it kind of feeds on itself. Because if you're not politically active, you can go down a spiral of being more unhappy because, again, you feel that kind of loss of empowerment. And they've actually done some very interesting studies in the Black and Latin student population, looking at people who may have experienced racism. When they're politically active, that actually makes them more resilient.
There you go.
I could see there being something too, because when I've done everything I can do about a particular situation, whether I'm changing it or not, I still feel that gives me like a boost. Like it makes me sleep better at night because I'm like, I've exhausted all of my personal options.
You have closure.
Right.
You have closure.
Exactly.
And for cardiovascular, you can walk to the voting booth.
How about running?
Or depending on where you live, that's true, or running. But you're right. You're absolutely right, depending on where you live.
Did you run or?
No, I drove.
Just throwing out options of what other people can do.
That would be about a 3-mile walk for me there and back to the thing. Okay, all right, maybe I'll do that. I'll definitely vote though. But switching gears, there's a scary new headline out there today linking diet soda to a deadly heart condition. So what does this new study say?
You know, we as physicians have told our patients for the longest times not to drink sugar-sweetened beverages. Go to the diet soda instead, right? It's sugar-free. It's probably better for you. So this was really a little bit of a surprise coming to us that showed us that if you're drinking these, artificially sweetened beverages, you have a 20% higher risk of this condition called atrial fibrillation, which can cause strokes and heart attacks and dementia and all kinds of chronic problems. And it's a chronic condition. Once you get it, it doesn't go away. And so, we know as we get older, we already have an increased risk of AFib. And imagine if we think we're doing the right thing, drinking these diet sodas, and in fact, it's actually changing the electricity in our heart, causing an increased risk of these conditions. That can be really concerning. Now, the one thing we don't know about these studies is whether it's just that people who drink diet sodas do so because they're heavier and they're higher risk for AFib anyhow.
It's like cause and correlation.
Right. Is it a causation or an association? We don't know that quite well, but this really does make us pause and think diet sodas may not be as healthy as we once thought they were.
Fitness people will substitute diet soda because I was never a diet soda person until I started doing competitions, and then I would drink diet soda because it was all I was allowed to. So I think that's interesting because I could go on and on about that because that could be problematic.
But if you think about what's in diet soda, okay, you don't have the sugar and the calories, but you still have the additives. You still have the carbonation. That's terrible for your teeth and your gums. I call it dirty water, right? Because it's artificially
Sounds
sweetened.
like a documentary on Netflix.
So when I'm sitting on the plane, I don't ask for the dirty water. Wow. I ask for sparkling water because that is a really good alternative to sodas in general, whether it's diet sodas or the sugar-sweetened sodas. Because even the sugar-sweetened sweetened sodas we're seeing are linked with AFib, and they actually can erase all the good things we do, like exercise. So drinking 2 cans of sugar-sweetened soda can actually erase all the positive health benefits that a week of exercise would give us.
Good
All
Lord.
right, well, speaking of things that I've always heard are good for us, but then I guess the stuff we add to it makes it not good for us, but yogurt. The FDA is saying that it may lower your risk of diabetes. Is that true?
This is another one that kind of makes me pause, because the FDA is trying to do the right thing, right? They're trying to put all these claims on these foods so that we direct people to the right foods. But here's where I have a problem with what they did. They didn't put the disclaimers. First, they said it may reduce your risk, which means, again, it's an association, not a causation. The science is really shaky on this. The second is they didn't say it's a specific type of yogurt. So if it's a sweetened yogurt, like a flavored yogurt with lots of sugar added, that is not going to reduce your risk of diabetes. It's going to increase it. So the fact that they've sort of given this blanket license for yogurt companies to now put this on yogurt, which probably applies only to plain, unsweetened, sugar-free yogurt that has probiotics and maybe is low fat, that's kind of what it applies to. Not any yogurt out there that can say this. So I think consumers have to be more intelligent when they read these types of claims, because at the end of the day, they're marketing, not necessarily science.
Wow. All right, Doc, we're going to switch gears. I got one last question for you. It's about falling asleep with the television on, which I do pretty much every night. Is this a bad thing for you? Is it like 2 sodas, death sentence?
No, but here are some caveats, Jeff. And I like to watch TV at night, too, so this is what I do. Limit the time. 1 show, that's it. And have at least 90 minutes before you go to bed. So don't fall asleep with the TV on. If you are going to have it on, turn the volume way down, because that sound, the volume of that sound is really stimulating to our brain. And then also turn the brightness down, because, again, that light
blue light
coming from the TV.
So just lay there like a psychopath and think about how short life is?
Yeah, it's hard. Because
I can't do that.
You're admitting that the day is over. Like, we will make a conscious effort to turn the TV, because we're watching Schitt's Creek, so we'll be like, you want to end it after this? And then, like, once the TV goes off, it's like you're almost like a little kid again. You're like, it's dark in here, it's quiet, I guess I got to go to sleep. It's something.
What do you think about? I'm just like, so I got about 50 years left. I drink diet soda for 40 maybe. And I'll probably see my kids till they're 45. And that's what I think about.
You just got to think about something random.
I watch Curb.
Very good. DBL Nation, follow Dr. Coley on social media at PyleColeyMD. Also be sure to subscribe to her YouTube page, plus check out her podcast, Heart of Medicine, wherever you listen to your podcast. Thank you, Dr. Coley.
Thanks.
As always, coming up on DBL, we're talking with Lance Bass. Will NSYNC go on tour again? Plus, Jason Kelce is officially retiring from the NFL. Did the Taylor Swift effect push him to the spotlight? We're talking all about it coming up next.
All right, Dex, so I want to talk to you more about soda. So when you say sparkling water, first let me clear that up. Do you mean like LaCroix, Perrier, all of kind of its generic brands going down from there? That's what you mean by sparkling.
So when you look at the sparkling water, Jeff, some of them actually have sodium added. So you want to make sure that it's sparkling water without sodium added. Pellegrino, I think, is one that has sodium added, for example.
Oh, really? How about the flavor in...
That's another thing. The additive and the chemicals can potentially increase risk for other sort of cancers. So the cleanest way to do it is to make it yourself at home. Take regular water, actually add some carbonation to it.
Stream?
Yeah. But if you don't want to do that, you can even look at the label and just make sure there's no kind of additives, no chemicals, no sodium added to it. Sometimes they add that for flavor, a little bit of sodium. The nice thing about sparkling water as opposed to soda is that it's very hydrating, because it's like regular water as opposed to soda or kind of the sugar-free soda, which can actually be dehydrating.
It's a diuretic almost.
It's a diuretic.
Like, it just makes you like, I like won't even have them if I'm about to go on a flight.
Right.
I love sparkling water.
Right.
How about, have you ever had peach fresca? It's like the best thing ever, so it can't be good for you. But anyways,
Sugar added or?
I don't know, I gotta look. It's a 0.
Do you like the taste of it?
It's the best. Yeah, it's probably, I'll be dead next week.
I'll have to try that.
But what about this new thing coming out, and a lot of other companies are following, the brand that I know is called Poppy. Did you hear about this now? It's got probiotics, but it's like an alternative to soda, so they have all the same flavors of soda, even more so.
And there's a Super Bowl commercial. Which
it's all like, it's a little expensive to be honest with you.
Carbonated with
it's carbonated, and there's a little bit more sugar in there. I know it's like 5 grams of sugar per can, but there's probiotics in there, but no like I don't know, it's supposed to be a healthy alternative.
So you have to be careful about the sugar and the calories, but I love the idea of probiotics in our diet. The yogurt, like we talked about, we're not getting enough of those on a day-to-day basis, and we do things every day that deplete the flora, the bacteria in our gut regularly. The things that we eat, the way we sleep, it kind of can affect everything. Antibiotics, so restoring those in a healthy way is really good for digestive health, making sure we stay regular.
And kombucha is a good option.
Welcome back to DBL. The Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce romance captivated the country, but it also brought the spotlight to some other players, including Travis's brother, Eagles center Jason Kelce, Philadelphia Eagles.
Yes.
Like, who can forget this moment when he cheered on Kansas City shirtless from the stands? What a beautiful man. Well, yesterday, Jason announced his NFL retirement, and he actually got pretty emotional. Take a look.
Thank you, Philadelphia. Thank you, Philadelphia. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for letting me represent this city and allowing me into your homes every Sunday.
That is going to be a very hard moment. Travis was there, and he got emotional watching his brother. And after the announcement, Jason hugged his brother and Mama Donna, who is also watching. The Chiefs also posted, oh, there's Mama Donna. I love her. The Chiefs posted this to Twitter saying, quote, "You never played for us, but you're still family. The game is going to miss you, Jason Kelce." Wow.
That's
Can I be honest? Not only, I don't know these guys very well, but it was lovely to see, I don't know, men openly be emotional. Big masculine alpha males
in
be
a
emotional.
way,
Am I wrong?
I think that's, and Jeff, you played sports all through high school and college. I think sports is the one outlet men have where they're allowed to be emotional, where they're allowed to be jubilant and just hug each other and cry when they win the title or cry when they lose. There's not a lot of spaces for men to express emotion. I think sports has always been that. When you become a dad, you have more of those opportunities, but there's not a lot of chances for men to just like cry.
Yeah, and love on each other in a way.
Yes.
Yeah. What did you think about that, Jeff?
Well, he's not dead. Okay, this guy's gonna have many other opportunities. I know we're reading that like an in memoriam, like, oh, beautiful. Listen, it's a sad thing. I tried too, and I only played, Division III college sports. It's your identity. It's who you are. You have to move on to do something else. And imagine playing not just 13 years in NFL. He had a great career. His whole life. Yeah. That's his whole life that he's stopping and transitioning into something else. So I think he'll be all right. He'll get a broadcasting job. He's a very entertaining guy, as we just saw. And the last couple of weeks really put him on the spotlight with Taylor and his brother and stuff like that. But he's going to be all right. But it is a hard transition. Like I said, I didn't play professional. I didn't get paid. It's still something that you got to say, I'm never going to do this again.
Right.
I'm never going to have that camaraderie with my buddies, the locker room, the practice every day, the competition. It's just so much goes into it and so much emotion. I'm glad there is an outlet like that people are finally accepting that, because it's an emotional sport, so I like it.
He also knew when to go.
Yeah.
Like, this was the time. He just did play in the Super Bowl against his brother last season. This season, it was the Taylor Swift effect. And that's no shade to his career. For sure. It's just that we wouldn't even have been talking about this story had it not been for this universe. Yeah. So to know that this is your time and to take it in the moment is so important. And we're still, like, now we'll be following him. Had all of this not happened, most of us in this room wouldn't have been. Yeah, so congratulations to him. Most guys don't get that opportunity to bow out gracefully.
It's a good narrative. Hut, hut, hut. Is that what you say? Yep. Coming up on DBL, our interview with the friend of the show, Lance Bass. He's giving us behind-the-scenes scoop on a new NSYNC song on JT's album. And check out his hair when you can. It looks great on our show. Welcome back to DBL. He's a recording artist, producer, actor, and dad to twins, best known for his time with NSYNC. Earlier, we spoke with the Lance Bass. Take a look.
Please welcome friend of the show and a friend of Jeff's, Lance Bass. With the
Hi, everybody. Lance, so good to see you, buddy. It's been a minute. Before I left, Jordan was showing me pictures of your family. She just visited you, so I got to know, how's Michael? How are the kids? What's going on? How's fatherhood?
I mean, life is good. As you know, I mean, being a parent is so incredible. It's definitely hard, but it is the best thing that has ever happened to us. And I mean, the kids are just so great. I feel like they're like 6 years old now, which is really sad. They're only 2.5, but
yeah, I know.
They're growing so fast, but they make every day so enjoyable. They're the best kids.
I hear you. Congratulations. That's a beautiful thing. All right, Lance, we got the pleasantries out of the way. When is NSYNC going back on tour, my friend? And do you need a sixth member?
We're going straight to it, aren't we, Jeff? Well, you know that sixth spot's always available for you.
It's not.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Jeff doing some dance moves? I don't know.
Enough about me. Seriously, Lance, you got anything in the works? Are there any talks? I know you can't say anything, but give us something.
Like a wink or something.
A hope and a prayer.
A double wink. Well, I mean, we can say, look, Justin has announced that we are definitely doing another song together, so I can say that, which is nice.
Nice.
So the song's called Paradise. It's going to be on his album coming out very soon. One of my favorite songs I've ever recorded with the guys. So I'm so excited for everyone to hear it because it is, you know, it's an emotional song. My mom cried the first time she heard it. So I'll tell you what kind of song this is.
Wow.
But yeah, we're excited. You know, he's got his album coming out, his tour. So we're going to be really, you know, supporting that and very happy for him. And when he's all done with that run, then, you know, who knows what's going to happen.
I'm reading between the lines there.
Things are looking
He said it like an 8-ball. Like an 8-ball.
Okay.
Oh my God. Okay. All right. So I have to tell you, when we saw you guys reunite for the third Trolls movie, I was losing my mind. So what feels different about getting together so many years later and singing together again?
You know, it's just, what I love is that magic is still there. You know, we haven't recorded in 25 years together. Wow. But once we got in that studio last year, it was just beautiful how a day hadn't passed. And we just really, I hate to use this, but we were so in sync with each other. I know, that's why we chose the name. But the magic was still there. But what was even better was just where we are in life right now. You know, we're dads, we're older, we're just more mature, we understand each other better. And it's just a more enjoyable experience.
That's so nice. Now, I don't know if you can smell that. Spring is it's in the air, and it's only a couple which means that allergy season for a lot of us is in the air too. I know this is such a smooth transition. What do you do to keep you and your family healthy, though, Lance? Excuse me.
Okay. Well, I mean, allergies, I suffer so badly from allergies, you know, and I'm a huge outdoor enthusiast. So I'm always outdoor hiking and just, you know, but it's always everywhere I'm at. If it's New York, California, Florida, Mississippi, you know, all my allergies are different. And especially, you know, this pollution is getting worse every single day. And so I've teamed up with Allegra, which everyone knows Allegra, and they've created this new mapping tool, Allegra Airways. You go to it's airways.allegra.com. This is so freaking cool, guys. And it's brand new. So they take all these different tools and it tells you about the hyperlocal pollen in your area, the pollution data, and it helps navigate the best paths for your family walks and hikes and if you're going out. I mean, it's crazy.
Smart.
It's like, if you just take 2 streets over here, you won't go by this huge oak tree that you're allergic to.
I love that.
It's brilliant. It is brilliant.
For people who suffer from allergies, that's a game changer.
Yeah, for sure.
It really
is. Yeah.
I have to bring this up, though. As a mama of 2, we heard you're adding children's book author to your long list of credits with Trick or Treat on Scary Street. Is Halloween your favorite holiday? Because it's mine.
It is. Halloween is by far my favorite. You know, Christmas is right next to it, okay? But Halloween it edges it just a little bit.
Same.
My kids were born, you know, October 13th. So, you know, they're having Friday 13th birthdays every once in a while. So we're a huge Halloween, you know, family. But yeah, Trick or Treat on Scary Street, it comes out July. I Halloween in July. But it's something I've been working on for a few years, and I'm excited to finally. I have lots of children's books coming after that, but this one is kind of my favorite. You know, I like a little creepy Halloween.
Same.
So if you like a little bit of creepy Halloween in there, this is the book for you.
DBL Nation, visit airways.allegra.com to check out the mapping tool.
Very cool.
It will help you discover areas in your city with less pollen and pollution. We'll be right back. Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you. Congratulations.
Awesome, man.
Welcome back. We've got some great products from our friends at Morning Save. Check them out.
With Duo Clean Power Fins and Self-Cleaning Brush Roll.
Ooh.
With its lift-away design, you can clean in the classic upright mode or transform it to a portable handheld vacuum.
Oh, that's cool.
Normally, this is $299.
I was worried about that.
Yeah, but we've got it, Tori, for $149.99. That's saving you guys 50%.
Great brand, too.
Next up today, we've got the Great American Leather Works Multi-Zip Genuine Leather Crossbody.
Ooh.
There are multiple zip pockets to organize and easily access all of your essentials. And you can also change the length of the strap because this could be a crossbody or you can carry it as a handbag. Normally, it's $120.
I don't like that.
No, I know. But we've got it for $39.99. That's saving 67%. Now, this is right up my alley. It's the Sharper Image Spa Haven heated foot bath with massage rollers.
Oh.
This doorbuster deal includes 1 foot bath. The heat bath will make you feel like your stresses are just melting away. We've got a limit on these, 3 per customer.
Oh, I know that means a good price.
And I said normally this is $125.
Right.
We've got it for just $25. That's saving 80%. Oh, and now this, I love a good blowout, so this is perfect. Our last product is an E-Tech City Quattro Ionic Hair Dryer and Volumizer Brush.
Love these.
So if you love getting a good old salon blowout, love it.
Yeah, look at you.
Hate the salon price. Do it like me. Do it at home with one of these. It is going to simplify your routine by drying and styling your hair at the same time. So normally this is $50.
Okay.
We've got it for $24.99. That's saving 50%.
I have this. I use this. The bounce is real. Head on over to morningsave.com to snag these amazing deals at the lowest prices. Or if you see that QR code on screen, scan it. It will take you directly to all these products on Morning Save's website. Thank you so much, Steph. Very good stuff. I hope y'all go to morningsave.com and check those stuff out. Check
those stuff out.
Yeah, check that stuff out.
You
Always
were
bad on
almost
the
out.
ending. DBL's new every day. We'll see you same time, same place tomorrow. Bye, guys.